The Adventure of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain Longman Simplified English Series Read by Shurimat Bupaphod Chapter 18 How could you be so noble? There was something about Aunt Polly's manner when she kissed Tom that swept away his feeling of depression. He set off for school and had the luck to meet Becky Chester. When he was happy, he could never be angry with anyone, and so he said, "Becky, I behave very badly today, and I'm sorry. Let us be friends." The girl stopped and looked him scornfully in the face. Please don't speak to me, Mr. Thomas Sawyer." She held up her head proudly and pressed on. Tom was stern. He plainly saw her in school years and made a stinking remark. She fried one in return and could hardly wait for school to begin. So important was she to see Tom punished for the dangerous spelling book. Poor girl, she did she did not know that she would soon be in trouble herself. The theater Mr. Dobbins has delicious middle egg, with an unsatisfied ambition. The goal of this design was to be a doctor, but Felix has arranged that he could be nothing higher than a village schoolmaster. Every day he took a mysterious book out of his desk and studied it at times. Every pupil in the school was longing to have a look at it, but then the change never came. Now, as Becky was passing by the desk which stood near the door, she noticed that the key was in the lock. It was precious moment. She gasped aloud, found herself alone, and the next instant she had the book in her hands. She noticed that it was Professor Somebody held and listened and began to turn the page. At that moment a shoulder fell on the page and Tom Sawyer stepped at the door. Becky snatched at the book to close it and had the misfortune to tear a page. She tossed the book into the deck, turned the key and burst out crying with shame in any yarns. Tom Sawyer, how could be too hard keeping up to see what the one looking at? How could I know that you were looking at anything? You ought to be anxious of yourselves. I know that you're going to tell the teachers about me, and oh, that's how I do. I be punished. I have never been punished in school. And she rushes out of the classroom in the storm of there. In a few moments, the teachers arrived, and lessons began soon. The spelling book discovery was made. Becky too, for a moment, of feeling about a face temple, but she forced herself to keep quiet because she said to herself, he tell about me telling the book. I I would say a word. not able to save his life. To Tom took this punishment and went back to his sis, no, not at a broken hearted from her to that he he might have up, upset the ink on the spelling book himself. Our house passed by. Then Mr. Dobbins unlocked his desk and reached for his book, but seemed undecided whether to taste it or leave it. Most of the parties gances up in dried, but there were two whole watches with move, movement, move, movements. Closely, Mr. Dobbins fingers his book too fully for a time, then took it out and settled himself in his chair to read. Tom glanced at Becky. The the anxious presence on the face made him forget this quarrel with her. Quick, something must be done. He would run and snatch the book, spring through the door and fly past her. This changed with was the teacher was opening the book. The next moment the face the school his stem gas messed over the innocent temple. There was a silence while on my could then. Then he spoke. Who 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 told this book? There was not a sound on could have there a print of. The teacher searches fast after fake frostings of quick. Benjamin Logers, did you hear this book? A, another priest. Joseph Tarver, did you? Another denial. Tom Aniston's skill as the teachers, the laws of boy concealed for a moment and then turned to against Annie Lawrence, a chase of the tears. Francis Miller, the, the same since Susan Harper, did you do this? Another negative. The next girl was Becky Theaters. Tom was then brings from her to foot with excitement and sense of the hopelessness of the situations left her treasures. Tom gazed at her face. It was wide with terror. Did you dare not look me in the face? Did you dare this book? A true shot, the two shots like hiding through Tom's brain. He sprang to his feet and chose I did it. The public started a storm at Tom's footlights when he stepped forward to his punishment. The surprise, the gratitude, the worship that thrones pulled him out of Becky's eyes simply was enough for an unrestrained he looked without a murmur. The most severe punishment that over Mr. Dobbin has ever given. Tom went to bed that night, planning revenge against offense themselves, for Becky had told him all but Owen that longing for revenge has to give away soon to prisoner through, and he felt asleep at last with Becky was still in this air. Tom, how could you be noble?